The last question I have from this week is one that I think a number of you are interested in and that we'll be talking about in the next couple of weeks. But is the final exam on Chapter 6 and after, or the whole semester? So basically, what material is going to be testable in the final exam? And I will talk about this in the next couple of weeks. I'll give you a study guide for the final exam. But the short answer is that the midterm really allowed us to focus on the first part of the semester, and the final exam is focusing more on the second part, including week 6, which wasn't tested in the midterm. But then it all is building, and the foundations of the class that were discussed in the first couple of weeks of the class are relevant to how we understand and discuss the topics in the second half of the class. So at least one of the 2 essay questions will be specifically, it will be useful for you to be able to answer the questions if you still remember the general theoretical terms and discussions that occurred during the first half of the class. I would say it would be sufficient to go back to your notes or your lecture slides and just go through them quickly to make sure that you understand the basic terms and the basic approaches and questions that we covered in the first 5 weeks of the class, and that would help you for the second half. But the multiple choice questions are definitely from the second half, from week 6 and on. One of the essays that you'll have a choice to answer, all the topics are from the second half of the class. But as with any class, the knowledge builds over the course of the semester, and that being able to go back and refer to some of the lessons and topics and terms in the first part of the class will help make you answer questions in a stronger and more definitive manner for both the short answer and the essays. But definitely I would say spend most of your time making sure that you understand and have covered the material in the week 6 to week 12 lectures and readings.